I will keep streaming on Twitch and TikTok for your convenience. So just give me 1 sec. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you're here just for the IDV action, I'll be live tomorrow as well at 1 p.m. the same time as usual. Actually, no, I'm going to be live even earlier. Tomorrow, the earliest you'll see me is 9 a.m. on Bilibili, and on my Limbus Company channel, we'll be playing Library of Ruina for a little bit. And then afterwards, it'll be Library of Ruina for like 2 to 3 hours. And then after that, it's going to be 1 p.m., which we'll do the regular afternoon IDV session. And then after that, I believe I have a collab with Mao and Kuro. And then in the evening, we'll also be doing the evening session. But that might just be Hunter rank on my Smurf. We'll figure out where it is from there. Yep, so if you're sitting on YouTube, just sit tight and I'll raid you off to my other channel. Okay. As you can see, I got a bunch of new sinners for the new event, but I don't have enough tickets for everything. We're gonna start the regular checkup. I need a team for this? Okay. Well, and I forgot to change the category here too, so let me change that really fast. Limbus Company. Turn the volume up a little bit. And then let me pop out this YouTube chat for y'all. Okay. Hikaru wants me dead. I can't access Bilibili. Wait, what? No, I'll also be streaming it on my regular YouTube channel too. So if you don't, Shiomuku, you'll be able to watch it through my Limbus Company YouTube channel, if you would like. It's gonna be at 9 a.m. though, so it's really early. Did you know I got my S1 Pharaoh back? I saw that! Congrats on your S1 Pharaoh! I look from beyond the glass window as the sinners battle furiously inside the large indoor area. You damn imbeciles, what's the point of everyone rushing at the same enemy that's already staggered, nearly dead? Faust had attacked the entity first. The blame lies flatly with the others' delayed decisions. Apologies, yet concerned was I that to not dispose swiftly of that foe would. I think this is a great show of teamwork. I had no idea how hopeless the sinners were in battle without my command. Why won't any of you listen to my orders? Your genius order was how the lass's head ended up dangling from 1/4 of a neck. It was a necessary sacrifice to gain an edge in battle. Worry thee not, how befitting of a hero is to perish in the place of Donkey falls before the merciless onslaught of enemies. I had so many things I wanted to say to them, most of which were variations of, you're doing it wrong, but I had no choice but to watch as their woefully abysmal decisions continue to bungle the fight. If I tried, this researcher next to me will get in my way, claiming that they haven't finished collecting the data. This one's reaction speed to emergencies is exceptionally fast. So, can I help them now? Will you stop pacing and compose yourself? We're almost done here. That should be more than enough data. Take control, manager. I had a lot I wanted to say, but let's help the sinners out of this bind first. It'll be 8 a.m. for me, but I gotta get up for class. Anyways, for class? Oh, it's okay. If you need to rest more, don't worry about it. Those are usually just for my Bilibili audience so that we can... Ooh. Oh my god. It's just like, it's like Refraction Railway 4. In fact, I was supposed to do the Refraction Railway soon. I hope it doesn't end. If it does, let me check the timing on that first. What the? Did I not set up a clash there? 9 a.m. for Hikaru is, if I'm not wrong, 3 p.m. for me. Oh, that should be okay then. It's middle of the day. Make Lonnie blue? True! Hold on. Sar also should get blue here. Oh, wait, hold on. I have to switch to this. And if you like what you see on this channel, make sure to sub to it so that you can see me play through the Limbus Company story. I actually really love Limbus Company. If anyone is really down for like a really good RPG, I highly recommend this game for people who just want to see like a really good story. It has a lot of really good like themes and subjects that I feel like really resonated well with me. What the heck is this? Yikes. What the heck? 5, 6, 7. This is gonna be rough. Send me your location, also 6 hours said. Yeah, and normally during this time, I like to just like chat, yap about stuff. Check in on you guys, see how everything's going throughout the week. Let me get you guys as moderator first. Welcome back. I've been thinking, I kind of want a channel greeter, if that makes sense. Someone who can, for when people show up on stream, someone to like say hi to everybody when they come in. A channel greeter, if you will. I thought it would be a good idea. So if what is the speed? 4? That's awful. Limbus? Yeah, hey Orbit, welcome in. Where the Hikarulings feed us. Would you like some delicious what do I feed you guys? Dude, I've been feeding Nora for a while. She's been a really picky eater. And also, I've been trying to get her to stop. When I got home from the gym today, she ran up to me and then she peed on the floor. She still excitement pees. I thought she would be, like, she's almost 1 year old now, which is like, I get it. She's still kind of a baby, but I thought they were supposed to stop excite peeing after a while. I'm not blaming her entirely for it. Oh, that was never gonna work. That's such a cute idea. Take care, Bunny. Yes, see you later, Bunny. I'll be heading up for a while. Maybe back if anyone's causing trouble. Do you need them? Yes, yes. Actually, I can just defend this. Almost. She heals so much, which is nice. I've actually never seen this ego before. I'm actually getting some, what's it called? I'm actually getting some chibi art of me in Limbus Company outfits soon. POV, PhD gaming? I wish, dude. Feed us the usual autism spectrum meal. Nuggets and fries. What the heck does that mean? I have no idea what this game is. I came from the IDV stream. Hey, Vin! Ooh, she distorted. Maybe I can kill her before. No. Oh my gosh. So this is the combat. It kind of works like a regular gacha game. Almost like Honkai Star Rail in a couple of ways. But this game is it's a story style RPG game that talks about a lot of different things. The setting of Limbus Company is in like a dystopian post-apocalyptic world where the entire world is run by a few major corporations, and all these corporations have some unique technology about them that makes them kind of like godlike entities. So they have like some magic technology that's almost magical or superhuman that can like asserts their dominance over the city. And there's 26 corporations, or is there 25? I forget. Do you count Z? Project Moon characters be fighting for life and death, but fully dripped out. Yeah, that went well. As expected, Sasuga executive manager. I love Otis. The exceptional development for strategic genius reminds me of the earlier years of my career. Thanks. Ooh, got anything to snack on, guys? I'm starving here after that brawl. You will maintain an empty stomach for the duration of the tests. Next on the docket is... I would have asked Marisol for a massage if I knew this was coming. Whose idea was this anyways? Well, if you really want to get that into it, we can trace this right back to your vacation request, Gregor. Not that in this it wouldn't have happened without that, but yeah. Oh, come on, fellas. There's gotta be more to it than that. Sure there was. Not that it would have made any difference. Because like Ishmael said, this all began with Gregor's particularly irregular stretching. They gotta slay in both fashion and battle? Yeah. I can't wait for the next Kanto's music to come out too. Usually Millie releases the song. Like, I don't know, they come out relatively quick. It's SCP plus Arknights? Yeah! They are actually having an Arknights collab soon too. Wow. That sound just now, I didn't know a human body could make a sound like that. Ooh, I was just doing some stretches. Can't seem to do them without making these noises nowadays. What do you mean you can't? That right there's the creak and sound of time's ravages. Sync. Oof. I know Dante's been turning the clock to rewind our time, but I feel like my joints are starting to grate. I know what you mean. I definitely don't feel as spry as I used to be. Maybe the pain from repeatedly dying and reviving takes a toll after all. Yeah, dying sure is a pain. That's when Honglu flippantly threw out an innocent comment amidst the complaining sinners. Speaking of which, isn't it funny how Don Quixote is totally fine, even though she's hundreds of years old? She got to be the oldest of us by a lot, right? Ahem. Honglu's unprompted catapulting of such a heavy subject brought the busy air inside the bus to a sudden stifling halt. I thought we were going to take some time to actually broach that subject, but you just bulldozed through that whole mess, huh? I must have made things awkward. I didn't realize everyone was so sensitive about their age. That's, 'tis not to concern thyself with. Be not so. Of course, there was also someone who could not care less about the bus's air quality. Oi, Scoot. That's my designated seat. You're planting your butt in. I'll whack ya. On the other hand, here's the guy without a care in the world. Almost makes me wonder if he even remembers what just happened. Well, maybe this is your chance to get back at him for treating you harshly. Don Quixote, I'm sure you can... Sync, I've never seen your eyes sparkle like that before. I'm quite fond of the current temperament of our company. Unless young Heathcliff here suddenly morphs into a villainous scoundrel, I've nary a wish to exact violence upon him. Right now, that's over with. Let's all shut up and keep the chin wag to a minimum, yeah? Seems plenty villainously to me. Anyways, am I the only one thinking that it's about time we got the thing? The thing? Well, you know, the thing that we tried a while ago, but didn't get to enjoy due to some unforeseen issues. A death match? Not that, don't you remember? We even played volleyball by that big body of water. Contextual clues suggest that he's making a request for a vacation. Yep, absolutely, yep. Let's all go to a spa or something. Relax, get massages to loosen up our muscles. Some, please. You still have expectations for our employers? I recall that young Marisol had given thee quite the exquisite massage, had thee not? I have an astute knowledge of the major muscle groups and nerve structures of the human body. The joints thing is so real, I'm getting old. I feel that, dude. You can't say that because I'm also getting old. Do Lonnie just some white glittery goddess style nails? I had friends who used to do nail art before. I never understood it. I think that nail art can look pretty, but I just feel like it's such a pain to have on your hands. Like, I don't even like wearing... I used to wear a watch, but now I don't. Because I'm typing on my computer all the time. Like, my parents tried to get me to wear one of those, like, Fitbit things. It's like an Android watch. It's like a more advanced Fitbit. And I would wear it, but then it always gets in the way because I work on a computer all day. So it keeps like tapping on the side of my desk and it just makes me a little ugh. What's the name of this game? It's called Limbus Company. Archer's coming out Wednesday in the shop. True! Archer is coming out this Wednesday, but she won't be available in the rank session for another whole week. For many weeks following that massage, my body was deprived of any sensory stimulation. Thus understood it was the philosophy of Marcel's physical therapy that the most infallible methodology of convalescence from pain is to remove any and all stimulation, including that of pain. It seems that the time is here. Virgilius? Yes, I knew that this day would eventually come. Why is everyone acting so serious? Rodian's observation is correct. While turning the clock does indeed turn the time, a certain degree of exacerbating fatigue cannot be alleviated. This necessitates that we employ a certain measure to verify the status of each sinner. In other words, it's time for Limbus Company Regular Checkup. That's the name of the title. Regular Checkup? We did a call from the higher-ups a while ago, requesting that we send the sinners in for a regular checkup, but was repeatedly delayed due to several limiting circumstances on our end. They've been obnoxiously hounding us for quite some time. I was starting to get tired of explaining our absence. Checkup? What checkup? Don't be so on edge, Heathcliff. Such proceedings are regular occurrences at most corporations. I never personally experienced it myself, but it sounds like they're checking to see how we're doing health-wise. I turned around, getting ready to say, right, Ishmael? Only to come face-to-face with Ishmael's shocked expression frozen onto her face. Well, this is unexpected. I thought Ishmael would, with her worldly experiences, would leap onto this opportunity to lecture us about how things worked outside Limbus Company. Regular checkups are... You're gearing up to explain what it is. Coolio. You got 30 seconds to wrap it up. Ready? Let's go. No, not the regular checkup. I did hear that some fixer offices or associations employ varying methodologies when it comes to regular checkups, depending on their characteristics. Locked up until there's only one left standing. Locked. Blood of my colleagues, the only key to escape. What kind of checkup did she have to go through? Ishmael wasn't the only one responding with a pale-faced abject horror at this suggestion. Do you even understand what kind of regular checkup you're getting into? I'm asking if you're prepared to go through that regular checkup, no matter what happens in the process. Are you prepared to endure through everything? That... What's wrong with this bloke now? Mate's looking all pale. I don't understand why everyone's making such a big deal out of this. I don't think it's so bad. I think we used to have an annual health checkup back in schools, too. What kind of checkups? They put us in the same room, measuring our heights, weights, running some basic fitness tests. Must you really ask? A full knowledge and analysis of each soldier's status is indispensable intelligence for officers to have on hand. What soldiers? I was talking about my school. Right, so don't explain about how you need to know that, does it? Why'd they find it necessary to spray people with those stinking chemicals just to see if someone's got lice in their clothes? He must have gone through his share of rough checkups too as a kid, I guess. Y'all just keep asking questions with the most obvious answers. In fact, I've been wondering when they test us. Otis confidently marched up to the front of the sinners with an absurd grin, as though she'd been waiting for this very moment. The true purpose of this checkup must be to elect a true authority amongst us. A true authority? By your parents, true authority could be that you're questioning who amongst us is our leader. I humbly request that you avoid plaguing yourself with any unnecessary misunderstandings about my suggestion, Executive Manager. Of course, I must preface this with the declaration that there cannot be an iota of doubt towards Executive Manager Dante's authority. Okay. But was that not always the topic of great contention amongst us? That which of us is most fit to command the squad of sinners? Isn't it Ishmael, or maybe Faust? That's what I thought too. This lack of cohesion is precisely why we always fail to face our enemies as a team. Always scrambling, always underprepared, always taken by surprise. You must always be ready to drop on the ground and get 500 push-ups whenever your superior commands you to do so. Always maintain a willingness to sacrifice your well-being and life for the sake of the glorious victory of your allies. It's all missing. Where's your readiness for self-sacrifice? I love nail art, but I get sad when you gotta take them off. I've never had it done myself, but I've always had like relatively short nails. Hey, Doer. Should I show reversal Gregor I made? Ooh. I'm kind of curious. Slime Karu? Bro, scars? Yeah, Heathcliff has a lot of scars. What game is this? It's called Limbus Company. Hey, Soul. Hi, Butter. I'm sorry, I don't speak any Spanish. Please keep chatting in English. Oh, your name is Douyin. Wow. So to summarize, the regular checkups entail putting us into a small room, aim to fight to the last understanding. Sounds fell Battle Royale. I've been looking forward to this. I'll give you one hell of a fight. My fist used to be bloody infamous in the back streets. Fine, so what are we doing, huh? I'm ready to roll. Guys, this isn't... The the regular checkup takes place at... The sinners seem to be under some serious misunderstandings about what the regular checkup entailed, but Faust had obviously long given up on correcting them. The headquarters. We're going to Limbus Company headquarters. This instant. Yet mine heart is faint prepared. Prithee, allow us some time to prepare for our travel provisions. Where's the HQ anyways? Hopefully it's not too far from here. It's a secret. However, I would like to inform you that it exists in a location inaccessible via facilities. Oh, come on. How are we supposed to get there if you're not going to tell us where it is? You're not about to suggest that we board the warp trains again, are you? Fee, I shan't ever board warp trains again. Indeed, we will not be boarding warp trains for this journey. So are we taking the back doors or something? Yeah, good point. Let's take them doors instead. However, in lieu of sufficient information regarding each door, the destination may hold an element of randomness. Or due to the variable nature of activation period, the resultant destination may not reflect our intended end coordinates. Or an unexpected closure mid-passage through the frame may behoove us to bid the company our last farewells and embark on an untimely journey of no return. Are you sure about this? This is a sound suggestion? Huh, then I'd rather take that bloody train instead. At least we won't remember what happened once it's over and done with. Battle Royale. So, a closed assessment, however, would be more accurate to say that the back doors was merely used as a reference. How did you even make time for research? Weren't you going to do everything with us the whole time? LCA and Faust established multiple communications with new wing experiment companies during the spare hours between our travels to garner multiple cooperation efforts regarding the stabilization of the back doors. A new wing? Are they looking to take over L Corp's vacancy or something? Quite sharp, Gregor, but the direction of your intuition could be improved. It is a company seeking the size of the imminent vacancy of the ever-willing declining W Corp. W Corp. Is that so? Yeah, that makes sense. Stories of W Corp's decline have been spreading more and more as of late, and I'm not surprised that some of the companies will consider this to be an opportunity. If you ever do your nails, Hikaru, send them in. I did my nails one time before, remember? I painted them. I actually still have nail paint. I painted them rainbows. Sleep well, Slime Karu. Thank you for stopping by. Have a good rest of your night. I can translate if you want. Translate what? I used to buy pre-made nails. Oh, I heard they can be expensive though. I don't know if you rewear them. Yeah, they're probably somewhere in the Discord server. I keep forgetting how short Don Quixote is compared to everyone else, right? So for those of you who are curious, the story of the warp trains is that warp trains are interdimensional trains that can take you from any one place in the world to another place in a matter of like 10 seconds. But the catch to this is that when you're inside the warp train, you're stuck there for like a million years. And while you're stuck there, you don't feel hunger or thirst and you cannot die. So a lot of the times when people get on the warp train, they end up like becoming flesh piles because they just go insane after living thousands and thousands of years. And how they go about resolving this is that like they would pretty much just piece you back together and then reset your memory. That was W Corp's like major thing. They use the warp trip to take you to a destination in 10 seconds, but you would experience like 100,000 years. And then after that time, like your mind turns to mush and everything, but they reset you so you don't even remember it happening. And that, I think the reason why W Corp is on the decline is because not too long ago, people started disappearing from the warp train. They were taken out from inside the warp train via like, I think they did it in Library of Ruina, and then the Blood Fiend that was hiding on the train was also doing it. So now W Corp is on the decline. I'm not surprised that companies would consider this to be an opportunity. Newspapers also featured op-eds regarding a possible management crisis at W Corp, with many of them discussing the mysterious disappearance as well. So they've been furtively planning and preparing to take over W Corp's position as a wing. But to supplant a wing even before it falls on its own? Now that's certainly peculiar. They must have something, a scheme perhaps in the works, and to ally with such ambitious parties as... Is the headquarters looking to start a war with wings? I at this moment am not privy to such details. Miss Otis, we needn't make predictions in such rashness. Recall that W Corp has been mired in troubles both internal and external, having fallen to such desperations as to seek the assistance of our company. It is no wild presumption to predict that it shall crumble ere the advent of such violent pandemonium. For indeed, inefficiency is the bane of technology that brings ruination to those that fail to overcome it. Our research efforts, however, were quite efficiently successful. Its mechanisms are similar to that of the back door, but it eliminates the corridor. Instead of establishing a direct connection from one door to another, a portal, if you will. Oh, so you resolved all the aforementioned side effects then? Not quite. Similar difficulties to the aforementioned cases were observed. Sometimes the accuracy of the target destination coordinates were lacking, or in other cases the activation period would be cut short, causing the doors to shut prematurely and amputate the subjects as they were traversing between doors. There's been much progress in stabilization efforts, however, minimizing pentasectioned incidents, most recent incidents have been limited to bisections. Bisection certainly is an improvement over pentasection. They both sound equally awful to me. I would not behold my left and right shoes so cruelly sundered, forced to be so far apart upon coming into the headquarters. Well, all this chatter of unnecessary concerns tells me that your bus life may have been too uneventful lately. Looks like the research arrived while you were wasting time. I saw a large and unfamiliar vehicle through the window. Is that the vehicle? It's got no windows, though. How tiresome. Not off the bus. I used to joke around that, like, if I saw a van with no windows on it, that's like a creeper van. Why would a car have no windows? I keep seeing Limbus Company on Twitter and TikTok because of Hikaru. Really? Poyo. Do you hear the ting? I hear the bells. Once we disembarked the bus, we made our way to this unfamiliar vehicle of sorts. Its interior was mostly metallic, filled to the brim with convoluted-looking machines, and on the opposite end of the entrance, a massive door loomed over us. This is assistance from P Corp. In the process of developing this device was indispensable. Wait, that means in cohorts with Sarah, are you? Hold on. I forgot to bring water. Hold on, let me get a... I might have to get a drink for myself. Hoy day! Much did I aspire to regale her with the tales of contracts, the glorious completion of mine, heroism and bravery. 'Tis quite unfair of thee to meet her all by thy lonesome, young Faust. Your concerns will be taken into account next time. Worry thee not, for thou hast availed us in sights of Limbus Company headquarters, tried to have been tatted for. There are numerous reasons for why you are not allowed to get into the headquarters, but as it would be a fruitless effort to expedite them all, we will not cover that subject here. Phew, glad we're not sitting through another lecture. The primary reason is, however, that there are several limitations to not bringing members of our department to the headquarters, brought upon by frequent transnest movements and regular schedulings of our missions. Why'd you say that if you're all going to explain anyway? Wait, more importantly, what's that about collaborating with P Corp? Boy, here we go again. P Corp's singularity can be summarized by the following 4 words. Expansive space warping technology. Oh right, didn't you say that Mr. Sarah was told us something about the principles of P Corp's singularity is a lot like how La Mancha Land works? Right, La Mancha Land was much larger of the inside than it looked from the outside. Yeah, I've been meaning to ask, don't other wings already make liberal use of different kinds of space expanding singularities? How should I put this? Isn't it a bit too mundane of a city tech for P Corp to call space manipulation its unique thing? That was quite the intelligent question. Compliments, how nice. Ishmael is correct suggesting that technology to expand a given space is commonly employed technology by other wings as well. An example of one such invention, making use of space expansion technology, but isn't a P Corp singularity, would be Mephistolis. The ultimate purpose of P Corp space expansion technology is to create the safest place in the world. A perfect protected structure, its interior sheltered from the world outside no matter how severely its exterior is battered. To have a sound structural integrity no matter what, its interior is safe from any and all harm. Therefore, the more expensive the P Corp product is, the safer its interior is from damaging outside conditions, such as extreme pressure or shock. Get your water, Wolf Boy? Yeah, I think I need the water. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I got a drink. Yippee! One of my nails is crooked. Hey, August. Welcome in. I wish you luck. Is it hard to fix nails that get crooked? Perhaps in the way in which the interior is completely insulated from the outside is comparable to a full disconnect from the outside world by sheltering it in a separate dimension. In conclusion, the exterior of the vehicle utilized P-Corp singularity, which means that it can protect its interior from all forms of impact. Not to mention that it has enough room to hold more than 13 people inside. Don't interdimensional trucks or containers also transport things to other dimensions? Sinclair, why are you freezing up all of a sudden? There was this creepy story that used to circulate amongst kids when I was back in school. Here's how it goes. So a Davat Association employee makes a delivery to a house, then looks away for a second, and a curious kid crawls into their courier trunk and... I'm gonna stop the story here. Look, that story kept me up for at night for a whole week, okay? I couldn't stop having nightmares about the scenario where... story after story. Unfortunately, the story that inspired Sinclair's week-long nightmare was most likely an accurate retelling of a true story. Several regulations were added to Hana Davat Association rules to prevent cases of people being stored in interdimensional containers. From a certain perspective, hey say, it is a creeper event. It's LCB! Limbus Company regular checkup. The parallels, in fact, they also transport humans to different dimensions, the difference being that they're packaged in a safer manner. Therefore, perhaps enough of a connection exists to say that they operate on the same scale. Anywho, the point is that we'll all have access to the headquarters, as long as we have this vehicle thing, right? This will certainly make the logistics of the communication supply much more convenient. One question, however, how does this company plan to move this instrument, as I expect that it would be much more trouble on its own. Has that detail been hashed out yet? No. In order to establish a more tangible level of communication with Limbus Company headquarters, an effective means of transportation such as this vehicle will be installed in nests across the city. In summary, an efficient means of transportation such as the vehicle here developed using P-Corp and the Aspirin W-Corp's technology will gradually be installed at various points across the city. Okay. So, right, that's really interesting. So, what they're saying is that Limbus Company has teamed up with W-Corp, or not W-Corp, but an up-and-coming W-Corp competitor, and also P-Corp, to install these interdimensional buses that connect to Limbus Company headquarters across the city from different branches. That's really neat. Hey Shock Blast, how's it going? I've been reading too much. Entering now. When fully open, Faust made her way inside like it was just another door. There was a bizarre noise of incomprehensible noise of machines coupled with a low droning noise. Welcome to the Limbus Company headquarters. This place is teeming with people dressed in all sorts of odd outfits, walking briskly between their busy schedules. I hear heavy doors opening and closing from here and there, alongside that odd sensation I've been feeling from time to time. Is the floor of the LCE department. LCE. Huh. Hopefully we'll get proudly strided in through headquarters HQ. Through the HQ's front gate one day. That's kind of cool. Well, that actually kind of makes a lot of sense, because, like, why would you need warp trains if you have technology that can just do what the warp train does without having to do all the extra stuff? Are we waiting for something to happen, or are we suddenly unfamiliar with the concept of introducing ourselves? Given that no one appears to be willing to introduce me, allow me the liberty of self-introduction. My name is Hohenheim, the chief researcher of this company. To be precise, he's the chief researcher of the LCE department. To be more precise, I'm the chief researcher responsible for the entirety of Limbus Company. To be more precise, the only reason he retains the role is because Yiseng and I have been excluded from the research personnel files due to our status as sinners. Someone must stay behind to continue the research after all. So you two are friends. While it seems entirely unnecessary to establish a label of this relationship, it could be said that we are acquaintances who routinely and unwillingly maintain a regular level of communication with one another. I'm in agreement, for the first time since we were acquainted. We hear that our department has reached out several times to remind you of this regular checkup. Yes, I'm well aware. I'm also quite aware of the fact that your department has been giving us the same reply over and over again, like an answering machine. And that must be Dante, the executive manager at Limbus Company Sinners. I like to say hi, nice to meet you, but I don't suppose you can hear what I'm saying. The manager extends her greetings. Charmed. It is grueling and arduous work to be in a position of leadership, especially when communication issues come into play. Sometimes I cannot help but wonder if my researchers and I are even speaking the same language, so I do commiserate. How odd. Their clothes are. Ah yes, allow me to introduce you to Martin and Alyssa, two of the researchers, few researchers directly in my command. What are they wearing, dude? Are they wearing gears extracted from abnormalities? But how? Happy to have something that recognizes them. Are they like gear scavenged from the former L Corp? Well, there are partial similarities to their gears. Enough differences are present to distinguish them. Indeed, we attempted our own brand of extractions, successfully, I might add. While the news of the productions of Ego Gear and Limbus Company style was already received, this is the first time they are observed in person. So you must have abnormalities contained in this facility. So that's why I've been sensing abnormalities in here, huh? But I'm sensing distortions in Pectula, too. Indeed, as there are containment research subjects for LCD departments as well. Faust closely observed the Ego Gear Hohenheim was wearing, like an exceptionally harsh judge at a fashion contest. Apart from a few imperfections in the finish, the level of ego extraction visible here is quite acceptable. Input appreciated. This is a product of thousands of repeated experiments, subsequent failures, that have been meticulously conducted and studied in order to extract it with an acceptable level of stability. But at the end of the day, I did it like I always do. The glasses. Why is his name a tongue twister? I believe Hohenheim is based off of something, no? Hohenheim. It's a person. Oh, it's a place. One of 18 outer courties. Oh, he's from Full Metal Alchemist, too. It's a place in Germany, too. He said the thing, he said Limbus Company, roll credits. Exactly. Thank you for the lurk, Miko. We're almost at Honolulu's Kanto. Might be in April. Yeah, it should be coming up soon. We just got the Nocturnal Sweeping. Did you see the 2 new IDs, by the way? They're Rupture IDs. For whatever reason, I'm not too excited about those two. We're used to it. Piss off. I'm gonna be mad surrounded by these self-absorbed twats. I'm just about ready to get violent on some poor bastards. Let's get on with some checkups so we can get back to the bus, yeah? I feel the same urgency. There's what we must cover regrettably, given that this is the first ever regular checkup performed as a group since your employment. Faust also does not wish to pass the time without substance. Let's begin. Emergency situations. The walls of the laboratory suddenly started separating and sliding into place. When Estella realized they had locked the sinners away in some kind of hole, isolating them from me, Virgilius. What the hell? This is just an ambush! Yes, it is! The purpose of the test is to measure your behaviors in response in case of surprise attacks. So ambush it is. Was this discussed beforehand, Virgilius? You look anxious, Dante. Well, I suppose you weren't let in on this either. I wasn't for your information. Just go with their flow, Dante, so it goes. Would be an apt response. I'll find a room somewhere where Sharon and I might sit down and enjoy some nice tea. Come find me with Faust once this is over. Sharon wants cake too. Oh hey, we've got some leftover cake from our last office party. Come this way, please. He's wearing something really cool, but I don't know what this ego is. An employee appeared then led Virgilius and Sharon away into a nearby office room. Okay, so this is the regular checkup, huh? Let's get this done. They aren't sink or salt, 15-3 conditional snow. Wait. They actually inflict potency and count regardless. Wait, is that good? Did I say a bad word? Okay, crap is not a bad word. I say crap occasionally. What word did I say? When a child is born before marriage. What is that called? Naughty Hikaru. I didn't say anything! Did I read it? They consume count, but they inflict potency. I don't exactly have a rupture team to work with. Well, I suppose this one does rupture. But it's not like she's a rupture ID. This is gonna make me burp. I'll be auto-modded and I can smell it. What did I say? I gotta time you. What did I say? I don't even know what I said. Can't be a child born out of wedlock? Oh. We're almost at Halloween's Kanto. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping when they release Kanto 7, I feel like they did every single week they had a major update. Maybe it was just because I was so far behind in Kanto 6 that I wasn't able to catch up in time. But I think now... Oh wait, Say, do you happen... Or Dex, do you happen to know when the next Walpurgis is coming? Davat Rodian, Sinkmer Salt, Davat Sinclair, and the different rupture IDs don't inflict potency, but don't consume count when potency. Oh, I think I understand. So, okay, so for me, potency is this number, right? Potency is the number on the left, and count is the number on the right. Is that right? So when you say it has like 5 potency with 1 count, it does 5 damage for 1 turn for bleed. But I think rupture does something that's not damage, right? Well, I have to read what rupture does. The only team I have is this one bleed team. I have like half of a sinking team, a full bleed team, and then like half of a burn team. I don't even have a Honglu ID that is max level, or a full Mersault ID. I do have IDs for them, but I don't have a... Well, let me see. When hit by an attack, take fixed damage by the effect's potency. Then reduces count by 1. Okay, so it works kind of like Bleed. We usually have 1 to 2 per season. It's probably going to be right after Sunder and Witness release. Yeah, okay. We usually have like 1 or 2, right? So it's probably going to be right after. There's so many IDs from the Walpurgis that I kind of want. So I'm probably going to save up Lunacy for that. But Sundering Witness is going to be like a whole month and a half or so. Did you know Novelists used to be able to make the Hunter surrender when I did know that, Chiramuku. We were talking about that once with Z's. Why isn't this clashing? Bleed, but instead the bet. Instead of best from clashing, best from one-sided attack. Yeah. So rupture triggers on hit, and bleed triggers on clash. Okay, so that's the difference. Interesting. I guess it's just really hard to stack it. I've had trouble stacking bleed as well. I need more IDs that can like add counts to bleed. And I've had it work out really well in the mirror dungeons because there's a lot of egos that do that. But in regular things, they just never stack up enough unless they're staggered. We went through various tests, including command ability trials using Pectula and Video. To be surpassed by Miss Don Quixote in contest of knowledge, I must delve further in my studies. They were testing our Fixer Association knowledge, huh? All kinds of general knowledge trivia courses. What's the first thing you focus on when meeting a new person? The look in their eyes? How strong they look? This ain't easy. Your leadership style is strong, decisive, and goal-orientated. You are, Mersault? We were finally allowed a quick breather, going through all kinds of mysterious, strange personality tests as well. Basic fitness. Wait, then what were all those tests you guys were running on us? They were conducted in order to collect various data that the LCD department has been missing. In other words, we capitalized on this opportunity to fulfill our private curiosities. Still, I'd say it was very productive. We now know a lot about you guys that'll help us support the LCB going forward. Alright, we're going to go over some tests that can be conducted in groups first. Please form a line here. Whoa! Was Mersal always this tall? Whoa. Don Quixote is actually so short. Rhodey is actually kind of tall too. So he's like 6'2", or 6'1". These guys are like normal height, and then these guys are kind of shorter. Dedan, hey, thank you for the follow. Don't try choco with pizza? I wouldn't think that's a good combo. You know, there was a place that sold chocolate pizzas, but they're actually just large cookies. Yo, Dex, thank you for the follow as well. Also, the Intervalo never stated that the ego that they wear, but Hohenheim wears AEDD. Martin wears Lantern. Oh! Yeah, the Ardor Blossom was kind of obvious. Lantern, it's kind of hard to tell. I thought Fey Lantern was more green than that. AEDD? I don't know which one that one is, actually. Is that the Dimensional Ripper? There's some comfy clothes that they've given us. Right, I could totally see myself wearing these to sleep. To sleep? They're LCE property, so you better return them as soon as we're done here. Gotcha. By the way, can you take a look at my wrist here before we actually get started? I'm feeling a bit soreness there, but Dante won't turn the clock for just me, you know? Turning of the clock for such trivialities may cause the formation of an unfavorable habit. Perhaps Mersal can remedy your pain. I'm always prepared to administer necessary aid should you request it. Actually, you know what? I'm totally fine now. Don't you worry. Please stand still. If you think I can't see some of you on your tiptoes, you'd be very wrong. Heels on the ground, please. But my heels are on the ground. Can you snuff out your secret before the test begins? Oh, this one isn't lit. It's just there so I can look cool. That's so funny. Bold but scram. Okay, so the basic group tests are complete. I seem to have forgotten something quite important. I had to establish prior to the beginning of the test in earnest. I need an assistant. I need an assistant to help me smooth out the testing procedures. You got two of them already right behind me. Behind you if you need directions. Oh, we're not Hohenheim's assistants. We're specifically assistant researchers. Yes, of course, there's much distinguishing these two occupations. I would like for one of you to be my assistant for the duration of this checkup. I wasn't planning on asking for volunteers, but now that you've raised your hand, I'll give you the floor. Don't ask me to do it. It's not my vibes, you know? I'll take the researcher job, though. I'm a big fan of her style. Rhodia trailed off, greedily caressing the closest of one of those researchers. What are you doing? It didn't really have you in mind in ways, but duly noted nonetheless. I would also like to refuse your nomination. The position of an assistant to Hohenheim implies that the said assistant is, when it comes to skill, inferior to the person they are assessing. Who came up with this brilliant idea, putting two smart together, we're pointing out each other's minor mistakes? If I were to talk about myself, I want to open saying that I'm class vice president in school, a diligent model student who assiduously facilitated the tasks of the class president. What's with everyone getting so anxious about getting picked here? Do you fellas actually want to be his assistant? Getting in front of the center of things? Just bothersome, you know? I kind of felt like I had to apply for the position for some reason. Well, the decision has already been made. Do note that the selection criteria is fully based on my very subjective opinion. You there, orange hair sinner. Ishmael almost threw me to the ground as she confidently strode up to the front of the line. What's up, Dex? Lantern is the fairy? Oh, that's true, but it's kind of a dark color. Fey Lantern has brown roots going upwards, the yellow in his bicep. Oh, that makes sense! Yeah, actually, I had the Ardor Blossom for the Ego on Ishmael. I don't have that one, but I do have the Ardor Blossom for Faust, so I did kind of recognize it. Can I add this experience to my resume if I get the chance to submit a transfer request to work at the headquarters? Did you know that you're still holding on to that hope? I called on you to ask you to move because you were standing in front of the center I chose. No way! I would turn around to look at Heathcliff, who was absentmindedly scratching at the bridge of his nose. Me? It's a common misconception amongst many researchers to assume that the higher their level education is, the more elaborate the resume, the better candidate one makes for research project participant. But that's just common sense, isn't it? At least when it comes to research? However, were you aware that the most greatest discoveries are made from a potent mix of spontaneity and intuition? A perfect descriptor of our friend here, I would say. What say you, Heathcliff? I believe that this aggressive and passionate approach of yours gives you more sufficient qualifications to command and lead them in my stead. Is that right? You're probably scratching his head. Be honest now, you saying you were kind of looking forward to getting picked, weren't you? This is so sad. It is but fate that things were once good in the eyes of the mainstream are to be made less desirable with the passage of time. And when one does indeed fall out of favor, the intelligista of the bygone days must rightly excuse themselves to the realm of memories and past. I'm glad to have you on board as my new assistant. Righty-ho. So, what have I got to do now? Nothing too complicated. You only need to liberally express your free spirit, just as you are now. Hohenheim sure knows which one of the groups to coax that makes things go over smoothly. Martin whispered quietly at the voice that only I could hear. Hey Nanami, welcome in. I forgot there was a fight there. This is mostly just like filler story. If we don't finish by like 4:30, we'll probably just take a break and I might finish this on my own time and record the rest. Heathcliff seemed eager to, as Hohenheim suggested, express his free spirit to the best of his capabilities. Right, you there. Get in line. Single file, lads. Let's make this easy for all of us. Aren't you supposed to participate in the test with the rest of us? Yeah, but I'm the assistant. Since when do you wear glasses? Glasses are basic apparatuses of all researchers. Look, slightly pushing up the glasses helps put on an air of studious, learned individual like so. Just like how slightly pushing up the frames of the glasses while wondering what to have for lunch makes it seem as though I'm contemplating one of the more profound aspects of life. Let's not make this research any harder it's going to be, lass. Stuff out that cig in your mouth. Been a while since I heard a pig squeal. Blimey, can't you just do as I say for once? See on a physical level how your current abilities scale compared to yourselves before your hiring. So they're trying to see how much they progress since they joined the company. I had a feeling this would happen, but the more mentioned the words progression caused a rather loud ruckus amongst the sinners. If I were to speak for myself, executive manager, I can confidently say that the thought of progressing as a person in all aspects of life is ingrained into my very being. Thus, as a fruit of those efforts, I have grown to a much more precise and scathing in my critique of others' mistakes. Is that progress, though? That's so funny. Then check Season 2 Ego Succession AD Heathcliff? Oh, okay. So it's a one that already exists. I have to look back on it. I've learned to let certain thoughts rest in favors of others. I won't allow myself to be trapped in overlong ruminations of other worries of all manners. Idly abiding as I was consumed by my very thoughts. Now I've come to accept certain things as they are. And I've come to sometimes allow my mind to form a burette of rigorous reason, floating away gently as though on a rolling stream. Is that not quite pleasant? Okay, I guess that is progression of sorts. I'm pretty sure I'm less picky of an eater than I used to be. My grip strength is much stronger too. Look, I think I'm getting calluses on my palms. Well, you don't really have to try to prove it to us, because the enemies we're fighting have been getting stronger too. That's an undeniable truth. We did experience a pretty spectacular year, you know. A brutal year, yet so potent with significance. True. I guess growth really does come with time, Right. I feel like the bonds between us also got a lot deeper. We've all grown close, you know? Like glue. Like glue, huh? I like it. A certain misunderstanding seems to be brewing in tandem with the uplifting exchange. Let me give it to you straight. All of your abilities were diminished the moment you were hired by this company. Equally defanged and depowered, if you will. Equally defanged? In other words, all of your abilities have been brought down to the same general level as our 11th sinner here. Why am I the point of your reference? If that's what you meant earlier by growing closer like glue, then I suppose it was quite apt choice of words. So you're not really that much stronger than I am, huh? Wow, Sinclair. Is that the sound of your sense of self-preservation shattering into the ether? That's it, you. Excuse me. I need to know why that happened. Did we all get depowered because of the golden bow? Wait, does that have anything to do with those changes that appeared when we first entered the contract with Dante? Indeed, one of the powers of the Golden Boat is connection. You're now all fairly evenly and equally mediocre. Hohenheim's comment subsequent stare seems a bit targeted. Think of it as something like the Quillopiot, the Quillfoth deterrence employed by the Lobotomy Corporation. This is why I, Otis, grew so pathetically weak the moment I joined this company. I thought implying that Dallas has always known. Of course, had I been in my prime, I could have wiped the floor with you miserable doormats in a matter of seconds. You wiped the floor with doormats? Oh, Ishmael. I've kind of grown on liking Ishmael. I kind of like all the sinners now. Man, we're always so prone to saying whatever's burden of proof is gone, huh? So that's why my murderous alarm has been quiet ever since they hired me. It didn't really have anything to do with my heart after all. What's the use of this chatter? What matters is that we've been brought down to the level of the lad. But I got calluses on my palms. Yeah, not all the Golden Boat's effects must have been detriment to us. Roy Tempest, hey, how's it going? Yo, what's up? We're playing some Limbus Company right now. Yet, not all the Golden Bow's effects must have been detriment to us. Was it not an advantage granted to us by the Golden Bow, impelled by the pallid whale of the Great Lake by which we triumphed? Really? Correct. Had the pallid whale been at its full strength, it is highly likely that we may still have been trapped inside its stomach, struggling to survive. Also, it can be said that the diminishing effect was not applied in equal measure across all affected subjects. That makes sense. I guess I could have knocked Heathcliff out with one punch if I was as strong as Sinclair. It's a real handy trick, you know. Additionally, certain individual quirks cannot be suppressed by the Golden Bow. Certain quirks that may one consider to be an individual's idiosyncrasies. Oh, so that explains Ryoshu's impressive blade work with Mr. Bumble back at T-Corp. I won't waste my breath boasting. You never do anyways. Well, if your strength have indeed progressed since the onboarding, then the average must have risen as well. One of the purposes of these tests is to measure that very difference. My fingers are naturally crooked too. It kind of sucks because the ours makes nails perfectly fine. I think all people's hands, all fingers are naturally crooked, right? I've never seen anyone with perfectly straight fingers. Chillin' bro, how about you? I'm doing good. Actually, my throat's starting to give out from reading all this text. She sends Don flying, resulting in her shoes going away. Oh, this would not be Don Quixote. I think Don would be the strongest, wouldn't she? She's like... Don Quixote is kind of crazy. But then again, I don't really know how Otis lived before. Because her book is based off of the Odyssey, right? And Hong Lu, I'm not really sure Hong Lu either. Actually, yeah, the latest four, excluding Mersault, I think all have pretty... They should be pretty OP. Maybe not as OP as Dawn. Dawn seems kind of over the top. Well, if your strengths have indeed progressed since the onboarding, then the average must have risen as well. One of the purposes of these tests is to measure that very difference. So what exactly are going into these tests? I know there's a district that uses a machine that can analyze most aspects of the subject with a quick scan. Is it going to be something like that? There are dozens, if not hundreds of ways to determine one's abilities without the assistance of machinery. In fact, I know a perfectly appropriate methodology for this group. That was pretty tough, I'll have you guys know. Tailored test for each sinner. We will utilize the vectula and distortion phenomenon. That doesn't sound like much like a super innovative method building up to. What a letdown. Right? Honestly, for all their talk, I thought they'd come up with something more impressive than that. Assistant? Oof, Mr. Heathcliff. Dex, do you know how long the, do you know how long this one is? Oh, wait, actually I'm kind of clearing through it. I'm trying to finish it before Wednesday, so that Thursday we can enter a nocturnal sweeping. What? Uh-oh. Can I not get support? Oh no, he's level 11! I don't have any tickets! Can I not call for support?
제 차례인가요?
How do I call for support again? Oh, here we go. Oh, thank God. Full stop. I thought I was done for. 19 stages, like 40% of the story. Yeah, I figured that was support ID. A Honglu. Yeah. Gel Garden, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Yeah, it's okay. A lot of people have. I wish I got full stop. The full stop ones seem to be really cool. They all have the gun stuff. Right? And actually, if you want to add me, I'd totally be down, Dex. I need more friends to add anyways. I forget to set my stuff all the time. You're sending a baby to battle? It's okay, he's the Ting Tang guild leader, or boss leader. I'm back, I'm AT. Welcome back, Mel! What kind of tea was it? Bro, that's so evil to do to him. I started playing Raptor full stop wasn't available anymore. Yeah! I took a break, but my break from the game went right over the last Walpurgis event, so I didn't get to roll on anything, dude. That's so upsetting. Hello, 1-2 testing. So we're fighting Pictula. Okay. I understand, it seems that human memory is, after all, made to be finite. Save for a few exceptional individuals, people are prone to misplacing memories even from yesterday. So who are they, Dante? Who do you believe they are, this group that you lead? Given the expected communication difficulties between us, allow me to make multiple choices. Question 1, family. Multiple choice question. 1, family, 2, friends, 3, colleagues. I guess they're closest to colleagues? Hong Lu was practically squished against the containment unit window, holding up 3 of his fingers. He must have heard us talking. Incorrect, it's none of the above. The truth is that sinners are not family, not friends, not colleagues. Prisoners. But the knowledge of something and the acceptance of it must be distinguished. I learned that people are prone to forgetting their place when the going gets easy, when life becomes comfortable enough for them to consider the luxury of timely meals to be a certainty. Thus, I find these reminders to be quite useful. These sinners bound to Limbus Company are still fettered by their chains and shackles. Naturally, they have no access to such things as rights to refuse. Or would it be easier for you to accept the fact if I were to suggest that you consider this but a mere extension of your responsibilities? A translation is not necessary. I think I get the picture of what was said, given the atmosphere of this room. Dante, when you agreed to the contract, you must have made a deal of sorts to gain something to your benefit, am I correct? Your memories, your head, and your past. There must be so much that you would like to know, and perhaps your desire to get them back is what stops you from simply quitting. What I mean to say is that with this little demonstration, is that no one in this room has any right to grumble or refuse. Yes, this is his usual demeanor. Hello, I know I'm not one to talk, but you don't exactly have a lot of friends, do you? Those who rise above their peers tend to attract a certain degree of hostility from others. Now, shall we begin? We are severely behind schedule. While the combatants do what they do, please pay attention to the following presentation about the Pactula projected on the glass panel. This lecture is prepared with the assumption that its students have an average level of knowledge, so if you consider this presentation to be boring and a little too difficult to understand, you may consider your knowledge level to be below average. All this seems elementary to me. Not sure what's so difficult about this. Yeah, save that for when the lecture actually starts. You must already know. There are 7 categories of Pactula, as far as I'm aware. The highest stage you observe is in stage 3 so far. Sharp. Well, it's simple. We researchers have a habit of avoiding absolutes in all things. Never say never, or so they say. So you're not ruling out the possibility that we run into Pactulas beyond stage 3. Indeed, we prefer not to put down such arbitrary limitations. Anyway, the first type of many Pactula we discovered today is Pactula Irae, the red Pactulum of wrath. The nature of this fire is to burn and burn until there's nothing left to be burned. I see, they're quite literally burning with rage. Now that I think back on it, didn't you express something like that before, Sinclair? I remember you screaming so fiercely that you could hardly control your own body. On the other hand, I don't think I've ever seen you get angry or upset, Honglu. That's because the realization of meaninglessness extinguishes the reason for the spark of the fire. Full stop rely on each other so much? I don't know if that's like super unique to full stop. I might be wrong about this, but it seems like it's kind of pointless to have like one bleed team, or like one bleed, one rupture, one sinking, one something else. Like you want a full team of one type of thing to make it effective, right? And that applies to poise, which is I I think most full stop is poise, right? Poison ammo. I might be wrong about that. Just symbiotic. Yeah, just like how the Kurokama clan or the last IDs, like the last event, all those things have like, oh, if you have 3 or more of the Kurokama clan people, they'll have some kind of thing. 2 mono pierce with attacks that trigger the others to attack. Oh, that's like really symbiotic then. Okay, I get you. No matter how much Otis or Heathcliff bully me, expressing my anger at that is meaningless in the day. Okay, I did enjoy a little when I had to accidentally step on Heathcliff's toes. Full stop especially. Aren't all... You know what's weird? I didn't see any in the standards. The standard stuff. Was every single full stop ID in Walpurgis? Or am I crazy? What is this? Himeros! Thank you for the Prime! For 14 months! Let's go! Thank you, thank you! Oh my god. He just gave himself poison and he crit with it. Oh sheesh! Kinda goes crazy. I'm kind of worried because I'm running a negative coin. Or a negative. It's Walpurgis only. All of them are Walpurgis only? Bro, it sucks because usually at the end of every season, they reset all of your stuff. Or they take away half of all your token stuff. And if the next Walpurgis is only between Honglu's Kanto and then the one next over, I'm going to be behind so far. Like, I'm not going to have enough boxes to open up for them. Because you can't save up past it, right? How am I going to make that work? Have you seen the Intervallo trailer? I did! I actually made a video on that on my YouTube. I've been wanting to make a lot more content for Limbus Company, so I started up a... Ooh, that's Pectulum 3, I think. What's this one? Really? Let me roll. I've been starting to make a lot more content for it on my YouTube. I'm trying to publish out videos day to day on that as well. Dude, how is this guy getting so much poise? What the heck? This guy's got like 1,000,000 poise and it's been like 3 rounds. It just cut it in half. Still can save box or shards. Yeah, the fact that it's cut in half though makes me feel like I should spend all of it, right? I don't know. It feels weird losing half of all your stuff. Like, that's a lot of stuff. Oh my god, he's gonna distort. Okay, thank goodness. I was gonna say, wait a second, he's at minus 45. I'm saving for the season 4 IDs? Yeah, I need to save up for them. But if I'm losing half... Oh wait, season 4 IDs, those should already be out, right? I have a lot of stuff right now. Okay, I need a Mersault ID. Was it Sync Mersault that you said was good? Because I actually do have Sync Mersault, but I don't think he's Rupture Poise, right? I need to switch him out. Oh, this one. The Blade Lineage one is, I think. The one that's super good, right? Oh, and Gregor. Okay. Hi Meow Meow. Hi Meow Meow. How's it going? How do you react to the video promo of 12 characters? Just a character? Wait, what? Of 12 characters. Full stop Honglu is just that silly. Can I ask for the video? Because I just found you doing tier lists of 12 sinners. There should be a bunch of videos on my YouTube channel, no? The one that you're currently on? I did a reactive promo of 12 characters. I don't think I got to this one yet. The YouTube channel is like relatively new because I've only recently gotten time to work on it. Pick Sync. He's really good for this mission. Oh, shoot. I picked the other one. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Dex. Most advice is spending on all season 5 before season change and you save the rest. That's what I was going to do. I was just going to spend it. I mean, I have almost all the season 5 stuff. Is efficiently live within bounds of rigidly established routines. Do not compare yourself to Faust Gregor. Should Faust become the point of reference for one's competency, the overwhelming majority of the city's population would be deemed incompetent. I'll admit that I'm not the most diligent person in the room, but I'm taking back that comment about being incompetent. Check this out, fellas. I'm not rusty just yet. You'll struggle with this mission more, though. I also know how to set a guard. I mean, like, most of this is just the first part, right? This shouldn't be too hard. I don't think. Most of the time you can just overpower them. We are the Hong Lus. The Hong Lulings, please feed us. I think the latest thing Limbus Company released was the actual stats of the IDs, right? The new Otis and Ryoshu ID. I made a video about that. It was just my reaction to what they were. But I didn't actually see what they were. Yeah, it looks like if this unit has Strider Mount, deal more damage. If the target has Deathville Haste, deal more damage. I don't know if the Inflict Rupture. At X plus speed, inflict rupture count. At X plus speed, deal more damage. Unhit, inflict rupture. Unhit, inflict rupture count. Inflict rupture. Okay. Hey Arcraiser, just me over here still stuck at 448. Oh, you're really far behind. It's okay, you can catch up. There's a lot of story. Ooh! They're the sync too? Oh, okay, okay. Wait, you're on Canto 4 then. Why'd you stop at 48? It's just getting good. I know, actually, Canto 4 kind of caught me off guard with how long it was. This guy's gonna bleed himself out. Is there any good slash ID recommendations? Blade Lineage Mersault. Ooh. I did not think she would lose that. Oh, this guy's also Rupture. Maybe I can make a Rupture team. Kind of like half Rupture, half lead. He's not gonna claim them bones. The amount that this guy bleeds himself out every turn is so annoying. He gets it all back if he gets his other ability, but he's kind of cutting it close. I have a Blade Saw on my second one. Ooh, why do you have 2 accounts? I don't think there's a point in having a second account, is there? What the heck is this thing? Four? 1 Steam and 3 mobiles? Wait, why? Why do you have so many accounts, Ark? What the heck? You don't need them! Bro, I have a hard time keeping up with just the one. Oh, there it is. You didn't even recover that much. Do it again. Acupuncture. Do I need to claim his bones? I just want to pull while being free to play. I mean, yeah, that's true. This game does give you quite a bit of lunacy, and although I'm not technically free to play... Wait, am I buy the monthly 65 lunacy pack, which is like $6 for a lot of lunacy. And it also gives you enough for the battle pass. So if you do it that much, I highly recommend that. Usually, like, I'm also, like, mostly a free-to-play player, but I believe they call me a dolphin. You gotta struggle a lot in this fight. You didn't offset the guard? Wait, do I have to? Think of the hydrate. Is he gonna like nuke me or something? Inflict 2 tremor against the attacker when hit as long as there's remaining shield. I don't think this is a big deal though. So basically he just gets a ton of protection if the shield doesn't go away. But he's gonna bleed out soon anyways. That's a single coin? 3 protection? Yeah, I mean, like, that's okay. It gains protection, but, like, I think I don't consider that struggling. It just makes the fight last longer. Which is okay. Like, it's fine. It lasts longer. It lasts longer. I got Sun Shower, Heathcliff. Wrong fight? Oh. It's the Moriostasis. My main has a full burn team without 2 of the latest IDs. Dude, I've been meaning... That one Dawn Claire ID is the one I need for to finish off my burn team. Because I got Dawn, the new Don Quixote ID, and I got the new Gregor ID for burn. I feel like if you just have the battle pass and you just do the weekly mirror dungeon, you get a ton of boxes. You're in the Eggman arc. How do I look with my 4 accounts? Why do you have 4 accounts? For the ecosystem. I see, I understand. Roots of plants dig through the dirt in search of nutrients. What distinguishes them is, however, that they are not satisfied with satiation alone. The roots continue to grow, seeking increasingly greater supply of nutrients. Heathcliff, after fishing through a few more pages ahead, looks at Hohenheim and shouted, "Are we really going to do this song and dance for each and every one of these pectillum? Why don't we lump them together like how you paired us up with sinners?" Standard protocol. I'm also unhappy about the process, but sometimes we must swallow our complaints and do as we're told for the sake of proper test results. Make a valid preparation. Otis! Very well. I also feel to see the necessity in fighting these pectilla one by one, especially given the busy schedule ahead of us. Your suggestion is accepted, Assistant. Wait, really? Aren't you the one who suggested it? If we didn't have to fight them one by one anyway, then why didn't we do this from the start? Because testing them one by one yields a more accurate result. Studies suggest that the margin of error grow by 0.06% when testing multiple entities at once. I see, but I say the benefits of much smaller margin error outweighs the convenience of lumping them all together. Why don't we proceed as planned? Just let it go! I think we can risk a 0.06 greater margin of error. Indeed, is someone necessary to prioritize efficiency or pursue perfection? I will buy for the... Oh my god, Otis. I love her. She's so funny. Hi, Kia. Welcome in. My bestie would never. Okay. I'm back on Chinese food. Awesome. What kind of food did you get? Hear me out, middle little sister Dawn. I don't think I have that one. I think they gave you a coupon to get any restart ID for free from seasons 1 or 2, and that was one of them. I don't know why I chose Sunshower Heathcliff. Maybe I just liked him looking sad. It's gloom. The deeper one sinks, the harder does it become to rise again. The pressure suffocates you from all directions. I suppose that one of the few benefits of working with this company is that its consistent motion gives no time for such emotions to drag us down. Especially now that I have some level of confidence that they might actually keep their end of the contract. Sounds like a disagreement's brewing. Even after I've joined the bus team, I still feel like I'm floundering deep in some ditch, you know? Though I'm only here because I want to be here, but still. Are you sure you're in that ditch by choice? Maybe you just don't know how to rise to the surface again. I don't appreciate hearing that from someone who doesn't even know what I'm talking about. In you go. You two existed. You aren't exempt from the test? Huh, me too. Perfect time, man. But getting tired of all this mental exercise. Right then, let's wrap it up quick. I still kind of like Heathcliff as a character. He's kind of goofy. But Otis? The goofiest. Kind of a goober. What is this? Why am I not clashing? Blech. Their speed! What the heck? Rhodian. Why didn't I just do this? I chose Motorboat Ishmael for reasons. Oh, yeah. Is that one good? That's not... It's the Molar Fixer office, right? I don't know if the ID is good. It's like... Is she good? It's Tremor and Sinking, I believe. But I don't know about IDs that have, like, multiple things. I saw the listing that they posted. Like, if you Google the best IDs, I think she's up there. Maybe. Classic chow mein with beef and broccoli with some orange chicken. That is a very good American Chinese food. I hesitate to call it actual Chinese food because... But it's still good. I know Kuro doesn't like it because when I asked him about it, he's like, no, it's not traditional Chinese food. I'm like, it doesn't have to be. It just has to taste good. Oh, I think I can actually just do this. Or what? I think I can just like... You're not really doing anything. I want Chinese food now? Yeah, me too. I forgot what I'm eating tonight, but I gotta prepare something. It's 4:30. What is this? King Dazzy! Yo! How's it going? How have you been, friend? We're just finishing up. We'll probably just finish up this section and then I'm gonna take a break. Because I've been reading a lot and my throat's kind of getting tired. Hey Satter, welcome in. What? Oh, I actually remember seeing this. Does this one win it? Speed 4. It's going for Heathcliff. What the heck? Why is it after me? Bro. Thank you for the stretch, Lonnie. Yeah, I guess it's fine. I was actually supposed to go. I was thinking about. I wrote on my schedule that I was going to do the Refraction Railway too, but on a second thought, I don't think I'll do it. I'll save the Refraction Railway for next time. Yeah, the bleed potency goes away just like that. Get ready for Sinking Deluge, yeah. It's super annoying if... I think it's okay though, because my guys have super high sanity right now anyways. Sinking has to be procced... Oh, like that. Oh, it's okay. I only had 10 sinking. Yeah, and it's just back up there. Yeah. You cannot sink Heathcliff. He's reverse sinking. Don't forget to hydrate and stretch. Yes. Lonnie. Do I know about the WAW ego from Ryoshu? Does she have one? I think I have it for her, actually. It's the... Yeah, I think I actually have it. Yeah, I have it. Contempt Awe. This one? Whenever this unit uses base attack skill, let's give one additional resource. This one's pretty good. Gain 1 gaze of contempt. Deal 7 points for every gaze. Turn N. Before attack. This one works based on resonance, which is kind of weird. I never use... I think it's okay because there's a lot of the orange resonance amongst the Don Quixote bleeders. It's so fun to use. Yeah, actually, I sometimes, when I get a lot of the Pride Egos, like, I kind of just spam the Yearning one. This is probably the best one, because there's 4 coins and just does so much damage. This Virgil moment. Yeah, it has to stack with resonance, though, which is, like, generally okay. I think I'm like halfway through it. Oh, it looks like I'm more than halfway through it. I'm 1 off. It's 4:32. And I wanted to do Refraction Railway 5. Do you guys know how long this lasts for? I don't see a... Lost and found. Wait. Can I do this? Oh. I need to do this. So section 1, section 2, and section 3. This is from 4, right? This is line 4 down here, and this is line 5. This will also take me too long. Yeah, I think it'll just take me too long if I try it all right now. But I think that's enough for me today, because the fact that the railway always reminds me of Lovetown, that's crazy. I did manage to get the Lovetown. Lovetown actually happens surprisingly early in this story, so I do know of it. But yeah, let me end stream and find someone to raid out into so that I can take a little bit of a break. No stream later tonight, but there will be one tomorrow morning on this YouTube channel. I won't be streaming on Twitch. Ending? Yeah, sorry, my throat's getting a little tired because I've been reading a lot. I'm sorry, Shiomuku, but I'll be back tomorrow. Shouldn't it be really late for you, actually? In Germany, it's like 10 or 11, right? 10:30? I will be back tomorrow morning with some Library of Ruina at 9 a.m. On Bilibili and on this YouTube channel. And if you want to stick around for that, then I also have some IDV coming later in the afternoon. yeah, there will be IDV in the afternoon at 1 p.m. with Z, Santi, and Zeus, assuming that Zeus is awake today. And then afterwards, we also have an evening IDV session, or we have a collab with Santi, or no, a collab with Mao, Kuro, and Anju. And then later than that, we have the evening session also. Tomorrow's going to be a super duper long stream day. So yeah, prepare yourselves. I'm also need to prepare. Let's find someone to raid out into. I just need a break. It's 9 right now, but I'm happy you didn't forget where I'm from. Oh, is it 9? It should only be like 9:30? I think I remember. Of course. It's important. Help me, August. See you later, everyone. Thank you so much for sticking around, especially after the regular IDV session. I'm so happy to have you guys with me. So, as a special treat, mwah! Here's a mega kiss. Here's a lick too. If you like my content, make sure to subscribe to me on Twitch, YouTube, or TikTok, whichever is most convenient for you. I live stream on all those platforms, usually at the same time. And Billy, I'm not on that one right now, but in the morning I will be. If you got my raid message, please use raid message 1. If not, please use raid message 2. Thank you guys so much for hanging out once again. I so appreciate you guys for sticking around, especially for content that's not IDV, because it makes me feel like you are there for me, and that makes me really happy. Again, we're going to be doing a Just Chatting segment sometime this week. I don't know exactly when. Maybe we'll do it Friday. Wait, no, maybe not Friday. Maybe Friday. We'll figure it out later. But thank you everyone once again. I love you all. See you later. Bye-bye. Bye TikTok. Bye YouTube. Bye Twitch.